looks like everything's about to come to a head down here in Vents, where Team Liquid were waiting for that drop play. We've seen it from Gambit before, and clearly Liquid have too.
50 seconds left on the clock, but this is looking rough now for Gambit. Couple of players down, they've not been able to take the control that they wanted, and the remaining players looking to try and split in onto this B site. Now, Redgar's got a lot of positioning. For somehow they don't actually know that he's here, but he doesn't manage to connect the shots. Luckily, Chronicle is alongside him to find an extra kill, but this still puts them in an awkward spot. They need to get rid of Soulcast to even have a chance.
30 seconds left. Satchel out.
There's the blast pack out to try and do some damage. He knows there's players coming on both sides, and nothing he could really do about it. Redgar left on that 6 HP, eventually dealt with, but the trade is quick for Chronicle, who gets another and almost in for all four. That would have been a spectacular round for him here in the pistol.
Assume that that's being watched by the cam, but if it's not, then that's a lot of space that they can take for free.
Nice little watch by Yampy. The pistol that was in play manages to get a reward. 5 versus 3 at this stage. You know, Gambit have those rifles that we talk about, and they pretty much have to go B, right? Their spikes sat outside of it, and the rotate would take too long. As they drop onto the site, Solkas catches them, one away from getting another nade online, and a challenge from Shados. He's gonna have 2 players actually facing into him, but they managed to overrun the site. With Scream and Solkas down, Cryptix is the only man left to defend as Link rotates to help. And nicely done by Liquid.
Actually going to check the corner. They're not. They actually just expect him to have fully retreated, and if he gets that kill, he actually does dash out of there, but Redgar is quick enough on the trade, and honestly, for Gambit, that's okay.
Considering the weapons in it, yeah, that's great. When Team Liquid decide to take a disadvantageous duel versus weaker weaponry, and especially then obviously facing into the 3. Now on range, though, it's not quite the case yet. Redgar still able to get the spray in onto Solkas. This is getting a little bit scary for Team Liquid after such a good bonus round in the previous. They really need to be walking away with this. Pressure on Link, his teammates nowhere nearby, and he is cleaning up house. Nat's the last alive on 45 HP. Solo man going in for the plant, but he's being rushed down on Heard the Steps. Oh, he's being played on the clock, but he isolated Cryptix. He's free to plant, he knows it, and Yampy, although he's closing in the distance slowly, won't catch Nats until it's a little too late. He's already made it around and now knows where Yampy is. This is going to be a game of chicken. Which side do the players decide to go on? Yampy trying to catch an angle, and there it is, but Nats gets away with it. All 3 kills, and Gambit being over on the Liquid side, that Gambit decided to get a bit too aggressive. You can already see that Chronicle has gone deep into screens, and I think he popped his ultimate there, right? And now he's just taken down right away. And I presume that was even through it. Good job by Defo. I don't know how he gets 2, leaving Nats in a winnable position. The 3K in the previous round, now they call on him once again. Time on their side. And in fact, it's the same players of Cryptix and Yampy to try and clutch this one out. They're moving towards the site. The steps are heard. Nat's starting to creep behind them. It looks like they're blissfully unaware of his position, and Nats has spotted them. This could be huge. Only a pistol on Yampy to defend the defuse, and he's inside the cage for another clutch. Back-to-back rounds for Nats as Gambit climb up to 2. Never know. Again, gonna go for that vent control this time. A little bit more intention behind it on the Gambit side, moving towards the A site. Ramp is now theirs, and this leaves Link by himself, spotted by the Seekers as well. As he's revealed down below, he opts to hold his position. His teammates rotating to help, but they get isolated first, and now as they come through the smoke, only the one. Cryptix, luckily, I think spraying his smoke himself, manages to trade, but Defo's up close to punish. And poor old Yampy, operator in hand, and you really could consider a save. But it looks like he's not going to go for that. Instead, retrieving his fallen comrade's Vandal as he moves towards this site. And with the damage done here, Tom, 69 HP on Defo, 85 for Redgar. This is a much more winnable clutch than it looks like. A shame he doesn't have Paranoia still on.
Oh, he's seen the barrel.
He spotted the barrel.
Oh, the next kill's free. If he gets snapped back, he knows exactly where he is, but he's not quite gonna get it. The clutches only go Gambit's way. I should have known.
Well, back though, Bungie jumping into sight is the Jett of Defo, and the trades are in. Scream coming down behind them on the ramp. Yampy still on sight, now able to get right out of there with the shrouded step, just about surviving. Gambit taking heavy casualties on the way in, but they do end up with a plant.
God, this is where they've been most dangerous. These after plant positions is where Liquid have struggled getting back into the site. That nade is so strong, though. It's going to clear the back, and it's left all onto Shados. It would need to be the craziest clutch so far, and although he's managed the first, the other two players looking to come around the corner, can't quite connect, running out of bullets in the clip as well. He needs some instant headshots here, and Scream will not allow it. A big round from him, a 5th on the board for Liquid.
He is incredibly unlucky that he clipped the edge of the wall. But it's bought time for Scream to rotate in and take a nasty double. Gambit of 10 seconds to get to the site, and it's all onto Chronicle. He can't even get to the spike on time. The half's already over, and Team Liquid have claimed a 7-5. The question is, can Chronicle pad the stats? And no, he can't. Snakebite down's gonna slow them a little bit. Chronicle even able to pick up one who's taking double damage, but Chronicle gets rushed on right afterwards. This is a little bit scary now for Gambit, losing out their Viper and a lot of their mid control. They quickly rally, but Yampy somehow is watching that smoke as they come on through the flank, though. Nats early up behind, and well, look at this. He's able to take the double as Defo sprays away. That's just gorgeous. I mean, Nats actually basically stole that first kill. Nats currently resides. He's able to isolate one is Cage, providing perfect cover as he repositions towards the site, but Solkis will catch him. Buying enough time, though, as his teammates are now just outside of B, but the wall stops them completely.
Spike planted.
That wall was so important. It might seem like nothing because it took them literal seconds to break it, but they were about to pop flash out and deny the plant if that wall didn't go up. Now, we're going to see the concuss of at least one of the players, but Chronicle's going to get caught out. Bear in mind, this is a bonus round still, so any damage is going to be valuable. But Soulcast, he might get more value himself. He's looking to get a showstopper maybe in this round alone. Already up to 4 kills, and Defo left with, well, very little. The Marshal's not going to be too useful here, and if anything, he might just want to die. Like, the value of holding on to this is not going to be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dive onto that spike. There's no time left to get the defuse. So there he goes. Just getting that extra little bit of cash up for the next round. Now at 8-7, and here it comes. But the pull is there and the kill. Although Solkis gets it from the grave, Scream is down as well. Sprayed through the smoke. Nats able for a double, leaving Yampy all alone. A 1 versus 4, and it's not likely to work out. He has to hit some incredible shots if he's going to be getting away with this one. And already you've seen a player sneak into the back corner. He seems ready for this, and no one else is there to really support Nats. Raider doesn't have his dash to play with, so he'll just be backing out immediately after the first, and Nats gets caught. This is where they might consider a fuller investment, and Link has taken Shados. This is ridiculous. Team Liquid now having control of the site. And indeed, that Blade Storm's still online. We're waiting to see if it gets popped up. Oh, Yampy really not having a good time coming up on the flank. As he gets taken down, the numbers equalize, and a big play is needed by presumably Cryptics or Scream with those rifles.
Already the utility's going to start falling in to try and clear out some of these angles, try and deny some of the peaks and give them some space back into the site. It's the peak from Scream, though. You wanted a big play. Well, both players get kills almost instantly, and Scream will close out the round. Didn't even need the Blade Storm in the end. The hero rifle was enough. Slowed down at least by the cages, but this is a fast push, and Nats, is he going to be ready for it? He will. Snaps back in time. He basically needs to be a hero for them once again, but this is what this man seems to do best. Already finding 2 kills on the site. His third comes up as well. They just can't deal with this Cypher. 4 kills. He was alone for the majority, and Shados is there to close it. But can anyone stop this man? Still no reaction, by the way.
We would, yeah. Very true. Liquid would have won the game 100%.
There's no doubt, but he's given that lifeline. As said, that round was so crucial. Defo has been having a bit of a rough time, and it's not looking like it's going to get any better. And this time they have isolated the players on this A site. Nat's still standing, but he will fall. And now it's on to Shados. 1 versus 4.
Like a Defo popping those blades right away. Not gonna be able to spam this, but that cloudburst about to disappear, and from his angle, Scream stands up. You can see him. Oh, they are just so close. Yampy's dropped towards A. That was a big fake, big posturing, and here's Defo's chance, but Scream shuts him down right away. The dash in negates that gravity well. The rest of the team slowed up, but just for a second, as the easy control over the side and plant comes into play. Team Liquid man advantage extends even further with Scream, but Chronicle, Bulldog in, I mean, a Bulldog Judge retake. It doesn't really get much worse than this.
Yeah, I'll be a bit upset if they win. I won't lie. Like, there's a part of me that wants to see this team succeed, but there is a part of me that wants to see them completely fail with this purchase, because it shouldn't work. And Chronicle's upgraded, so that's at least something. The Judge... Oh, he's gone over the top! He's jumped, he's basically Goomba stomped Scream.
If Team Liquid can punish it, there's the flash, the peek, and at least one kill. Nats quickly able to trade. This is perfect on a round like this, but as Nats falls, the B side is now wide open.
Only now will he have known absolutely anything, but oh, they just try and run past him. Now he can try and just buy a little bit of time. A second kill will be huge, and he's actually going to get it. That's a spike down. In fact, you spoke of nuclear. Well, I think Redgar's even undown that.
To give away the operator position, they're looking again to push out to this B side. The showstopper used up in heaven. It's a Jett that he's chasing after. Not going to be an easy kill by any means. The updraft he keeps alive, but Defo can't get the shot off in time. Operator for Solkas, 5v3. This is the round that Gambit needed to try and fight back in overtime, and it's going to be an uphill battle getting onto this site.
Needs to be, again, one of those clutch rounds. They pulled off many, and this man was at the heart of most of them, if not all of them. But this will be the toughest one yet. A 3 versus 5 retake, pushing into the B side. So many angles being held. Solkas already getting one. Nats, Shados though, they've managed to find 2 back. Now the paint show is going to do a little bit of extra damage. Nats will just about survive. And now it's all onto Shados, but he gets nothing done. Liquid will close out Split and take themselves an advantage in the series. An A split though, fairly quickly, and the straight dash in from Yumpy.
Oh, a close fight for Chronicle. He's going inside the smoke to duel the power of the right click, winning over the frenzy. As Gambit look to get back into this site with a man advantage, they will concede the spike plant. 2 spotted inside of Lamps. Defo wanting to pursue. Can't really afford to, and especially with that molly down. Now it's time to back off and look for another way, and they have plenty of time to get this done. Really just buying time for that flank to come in. Got Nats on the way up behind as Shados falls. Oh no, the whole team is crumbling, and the flank's even being spotted. A disaster of a round with Nats going down. It is 1-0 Team Liquid getting away with a 4v5. Fake in towards Hookah isn't going to sell anything at all. Good shot by Shados. The spray continued, and he catches Link afterwards. 10 seconds to get that spike planted. They have to deal with Shados now, and they do. There's an opportunity, but they decide against it, opting to save the weapons instead, and the first round will be found for Gambit. Again, on the Tom, I mean, we start this out and you say, hey, oh, look, this is why they're losing, because they've got so many weak buys, and that's the round they win.
Yeah, but that's almost the thing that...
Lost track of where he's gone amidst all these smokes. As he comes out towards the back of it, Solkas is already gone. What was that?
What?
Straight through the smoke and the boxes. Yampy is gone. He's out of here. But more is needed. The flank play, good for 1. Defo needs so much more. Pull his team back into this one. The smoke down. It's such an easy spam for them. But the flank, oh no, Chronicle. He almost got behind them. Defo has to do it, and he does. A nice triple.
Would have tanked it.
There's another where they peek it and he kills them. Oh, what a shot by Yampy. The dash on the side and an immediate kill. They have overrun it. Nats is gone, and Yampy wants to continue this. He's just going to swing in for the right clicks and dash right out of there. He's got a little more. Damage done. Redgar left on 25 HP, but he's just about managed to stay alive. Oh, he's sprayed away in the corner. I don't know how he's not dead yet. There we go. Eventually, the kill is found, and now, I mean, normally teams would consider a save, but this is Gambit. Oh my! This guy, he just doesn't see the walls. Killing everybody through them. They've got a real opportunity to take this. It's only Solkas in the corner. He's going to be spotted immediately, and Chronicle with another wall bang. What is this guy? 3-3. Gambit somehow get back into that site. Tom, I'm losing my mind here. It's a good opportunity. The first kill is found, but he has plenty more players to contend with. Redgar is here to help, though, and he's only hitting Eddies. An easy win for Gambit as they go up to 4. Even one. And you're used to seeing he's going to go around the corner and almost got the timing on the Solkas, but they still have so much to contend with, mainly in that Viper's pit, but the rotates coming through as well. They're spraying away, hoping that the RNG is going to give it to them, and this time it won't. The blast pack by. How is that still alive? He's in the corner and doing damage to Link. Viper's Pit falling down, revealing the rest of Team Liquid for Gambit to just clean up.
Sick, but they've managed to basically avoid so much of it that they'll be able to reclaim some of that position. Rek are already going to find another, and actually the showstopper gets nothing done. It's left all onto Scream, and used in combination as already they're going to get a lot of info. Shadows taking down Soulcast. That upgrade not going to help him out too much, and Scream desperately low on HP. Now the same can be said for Shadows, but they're in a much better spot. Scream already being reduced to ashes, leaving just 2 players left, Link and Cryptix, to try and hold on to this round. Cryptix stuck in a close angle. He's gonna have to grab well, but actually Link and Cryptix combine. They should now know where both of these players are. One of them wiped out, and Cryptix so low on HP, but he's clinging to life. 45 HP, attempting the clutch. And I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
So
just
close.
about enough.
In towards long. Oh, they've even got Chronicle, who actually gets spotted.
Okay.
Scream. Didn't look like he was going to check it as he came out, focusing over towards Hookah. The last second he turns, still Cryptix falls. Good shot onto Solkas. Stops the defuse, and the spray down is good. 1v1 Redgar repositioning, but now Scream knows this guy has to be inside of Hookah. He's even managed to pick up the Sheriff, but he didn't think the peak would be in play. And a lot of players one hit inside that ulti, but it's getting to the site that's going to be the problem. Shados manages to get that from afar. We talked about this man when it comes to Spectres, and they are overrunning Liquid. This is a full buy for the defensive side, and somehow Gambit are on site. Viper's Pit erected and plan found with a man advantage and full weaponry to play with. Team Liquid are going to have such a hard time. This judge could be a huge difference maker. In fact, the first kill goes his way easily. Another close range duel, and Link is absolutely farming them.
They still need to get rid of Nats, and he's just playing on the edge. Now this does actually mean that the pit is going to fade completely. They're diffusing within the smoke, but actually Redgar's come around behind. The clear from Link. This might just be his round, and they've already got it halfway. He has to peek out onto it. He'll find the headshot through the box. Redgar with the clutch of bonus round victory from Gambit. Yeah, but it's the one spot. Like, I feel like at this stage, I know that you can't just give up a portion of the map versus Team Liquid, but like, see, look how nice and comfortable, easy. Just walk into A. Nats will get some kills.
Oh, you're
just
nasty.
Just shutting it down. He's not even breaking a sweat. Look how relaxed he is. He just don't go Hookah.
Second you see, but look, he's chilling. He looks like he's watching a presentation on how to play Valorant, not clutching it out. Cryptix running out is,
oh no.
Well, he's jumping, so he's definitely dead. That's a 4K for Nats, and I love it. First time in a long time I've seen the Viper actually pick up the orb, as the pistol's already seeing Team Liquid plant down on the B side. Gambit are quick to respond, taking mid control. Another player here. Great decision by Yampy. Cloudburst and dash out of there. He was about to be swarmed upon by the entirety of Gambit. He actually goes back. He's gonna get an insanely well-timed flank on them. I was waiting to see if someone turns around and checks it, but no, blissfully unaware of Yampy coming up behind. This could be Team Liquid with the round in the bag. He hasn't given away the game just yet.
They just defused it.
They defused it. He got a kill afterwards as well. Oh, I thought he'd get it. I thought he'd get it through the wall for sure, but no, they just managed to defuse.
A bit more awkward for them to try and go for a plant. And with only 16 seconds left, they're already looking to try and break this wall. In fact, it's going to be a different plant spot, but they're going to be able to deny it. They have to be really careful that they get someone back onto that plant and quickly. Nats, I don't know if he's going to have an angle on this. He tries to peek out, but this time they're ready. If it went down again, that round was over. It was done, and Defo staying alive would have been enough. Now, he wants to try and make this costly, and he gets nothing. It was close, but ultimately Liquid get what they want. From Yumpy just taking the control, but he's met with Defo's operator. I don't know if they expected that to be in just yet.
Very early bought up, absolutely.
The hunt begins.
It doesn't give them the man advantage for long. It's quickly stolen back by Liquid. A sneaky little position by Nats. As Link comes out healing himself, completely unaware that Nats had blown under the radar. Now Link has the res, but he's dead. That's the problem, right? He's not going to be able to help out in this round, so we look for Scream, we look for Cryptix now. to attempt the clutch. The 1v3, the plant attempted here. Wall bangs are good, and they even take him down in the end.
On the attack, and that's just because Guild's defense on this map is really enjoyable. This time, though, Chronicle has finally been shut down, and properly. Like, he's been able to get away with a lot. Of course, the ability of Reyna is to get aggressive and then dismiss out of there. That is the point. But with Yumpy finally bringing in that operator, it was the downfall of Gambit last time. Can it be once again?
Only one way to find out. Oh, Scream with a nice little shot.
Welcome to my
Standing atop the corpse of his enemy. And in fact, considering it's a 5v3, I'm almost surprised that they go for the Viper's Pit this early on. I mean, they were guaranteed a safe plant, and who knows, maybe Scream gets 2 more. In the meantime, now they use the pit to actually pull off a little bit of a retake, but Shados is all by himself. He has a res online. He's going to heal up. 1v2. And there's the res over in the corner. They haven't got an angle on it just yet. They get spotted, and Shados delivers. It's all onto Yampy. An op in his hand and a 1v2 as he closes in, starting to move around the left side. He's going to pick up a weapon. They've heard it, and Shados gets all 4. What an incredible round from him, and Gambit rewarded. Like Shados had a res, or if only Defo had a Blade Storm. If only Chronicle had a head still, things would be looking a lot better. Good trade back by Defo, and he keeps on going. The dash already used up. Has to be careful, and Scream takes him out. Ace site overrun in a 4v3 retake. I mean, look, unless Shados gets like a 4K, this round should be Team Liquid.
Well, yeah, the last 2 rounds, they've had huge advantages, and it's going the same way again. They've already lost the first man on the block now. I don't think the Hunter's Fury has cleared out Cryptics at all.
It hasn't. It served its purpose in stopping the plant and letting Shados get a kill. But Cryptics is going to go for the plant now anyways. Shock Dart in. It's actually going for around the other side of the site, so it doesn't deal a whole bunch. It doesn't deal any damage, in fact. They have a wall of their own. I'm just noticing that for Shados here. If they can actually find a kill on site, this wall buy them so much room, but he's gone. That is a massive kill for Cryptics. The follow-up not quite there. This round is still under threat as I see Scream starting to make his way forward. Nice little position tucked up, waiting for Nats to push. And a rare whiff from Scream. The snake bites going down cost them a lot of time. Solkus needs to be dealt with here and now, and that he is. They can still get in there afterwards as well, this by herself from that position. So good improvement on the high ult.
This is ratty. Oh, he's only going to get 1. There was a chance for so much more.
You will not.
Chronicle's gone on site. Res comes in. Team Liquid, they've got everything to play with here. 5 versus 3. I'll say it again. Surely they don't lose this one, as the first kill comes in for the Gambit retake.
Spike planted.
I would be very disappointed if they did. Giving them some information. Now, Liquid have definitely had their success when it comes to this A site, so they're going to look to try and challenge this once again. The operator still with the dash. So he does has the ability to just take a shot, escape into the back of the site, and it will depend on whether or not Liquid can shut him down.
Oh, Defo isn't blinded up. They thought for sure he would be. Link swinging into the angle, not expecting the operator to still be here. A missed shot from Defo, and Scream capitalizes over on the site. Here comes the Viper's Pit, meaning that Defo's operator is discounted massively in terms of the impact it can have. Redgar has some great timing here. He has snuck up right behind them. They checked it, but they didn't see him. They should never expect him to be here. The problem is most of the teams inside that Viper ultimate. He's not really going to find the opportunity to take them down as they planned. But maybe the opportunity to eliminate Scream. There it is. He's caught him. The recon about to bounce off. Maybe. Oh, it didn't quite make it across the line. Cryptics is safe on the edge. Waiting for them to push on through, thinking the angle's clear, but Nats still checks it. And from the rope, delivers a headshot. Bit ridiculous. Solkus, yeah, there was no way he won that. I mean, if you just, there was a freeze frame there where there were 4 players on a screen, all in different angles. That is a lifeline for Team Liquid. They should be a man down already. As they move towards the site, Scream, the man who would have died, is able to pick up the opening. Chronicle barely making it away with his life, thanks to the dismiss, but Scream is in hot pursuit. Eventually falling back. And they've lost Shados. And that's incredibly important, Tom, because that's the res out of the round for Gambit.
Yeah, we also see the Empress invested for Scream. We've seen him win so many rounds, and a single kill will bring him straight back up to healthy again. The flank watch, though, by the pistol player, and that's the opener. That's the kill they needed to start really putting doubt in the minds of the remaining players for Liquid, because they now have to split their gaze. They need to take some control, and already Chronicle is going to pick up another. Now he has the Empress as well. The face-in from Redgar is going to close out another. It's all onto Link. He's doing a decent job of it, but the round will go the way of Gambit. A 9-3.
As you said, the attack for Gambit isn't exactly where we expect them to pick up all of the rounds. This pistol would be a great way for them to kick it off and maybe secure the entire game. And that spot in Berlin, the fight on site is awkward, leaving Cryptics on 4 HP. His bow spotted. And look at that plant right up above, dodging the shock darts as they come in. I don't know how Cryptics is alive. He just got shot at, but he's 4 health, and then Defo even ends up dying. This is looking very good for Liquid as they try to come back in. All they have to do is deal with Redgar up above, who hasn't been spotted. He's dropping on them with the right clicks, but then out comes the bow. He tries to recon them and in fact ends up dying, but a little bit ambitious on that range, Nats. It's diffused already.
Enemy remaining.
There's no way for him to stop it. A shame. For Nats, at least.
Just around. Why do we have to wait for them to come up with theirs?
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Soulcast is in trouble. Now, those boxes are pretty strong, but once they get just that little bit closer, I don't think he's going to survive much longer. He actually ran just all the way. He walked through the snake bite just to kill him off. Link, this position could be everything, though. Actually wins the duel, peeks back in onto the blinded Defo, and he gets 2 for his money. That is a huge couple of kills that gives him a chance in this round.
Massive work being done. Redgar just about opens up the A site, though, and now Team Liquid start to flock towards that side of the map. Luckily, Nats doesn't make any noise. If he threw down the snake bite, they'd know he was still here, but now he has a little bit of a sneaky flank here in Cryptics, and Chronicle steals it away. So that's unfortunate. I mean, that was the wrong play by Chronicle. He is also on 37 HP, so there's a lot of things there that, you know, weren't exactly the best idea, but
Spike planted.
he got the kill, so it's okay.
Yeah, this is where there'll be a lot of people being like...
This flank on. I don't know for sure that this is where the attackers are coming towards. Link is gambling, and he's gambled correctly. Now getting a flank play on the Nats. Solkus holding strong on yellow. And everything's working out for Team Liquid here. The 2-man advantage in play. Solkus getting the info, hearing the players up close. They need to be careful not to let this one slip, but it looks like they've got a handle on it. Maybe not. Chronicle really pushing their buttons, pulling it into a 1 versus 2 as he closes the distance. He's not even scared about the peak coming in. And now that he's on site, surely it's not expected. A 1v1 all of a sudden. Yampi on 60 HP with the operator, having to clutch this out, and the spike is now planted. He has no idea where Chronicle has gone. This is going to be a game of cat and mouse, and Chronicles actually got the timing. It's another round for Gambit, and a devastating loss for Team Liquid. They had that one in the bag.
Chronicle, and wow, now really is trouble. Nice work from Soulcast, though. How's he get 2?
He peeks into a drone as well. Like, he knew the drone was there, and he said, screw it. He knew he was going to be revealed. That is such quick thinking on his feet. Now the advantage sits to Liquid. They're diving down. Link dying. Cryptics tagged up, 20 HP. He's in a little bit of trouble. Spraying through the Viper's pit on 20 HP. Are you okay, Cryptics? He's left to 2. Screen playing up close. He's got 1 kill, and he's out of there. Healing all the way back up now. Still with that Sheriff, though. He wasn't able to recover a weapon. Yampi behind enemy lines, catching Redgar off, and Nats much of the same play. But a 1 versus 2. Scream has 1 health. Yampi on 100. This has to be a round that Team Liquid win. The spike is down, but it's not in the open. It's it. Oh, that is a very risky play going up top, and in fact, he might just have been spotted. There's the shot, but no connection, and Scream finishes the round out. Liquid.
Unequivocally, no. Still trying to get aggressive into mid. He's been caught, though. It's Chronicle, but the time is still ticking. Gambit need to make a decision, and the decision they're making is to push into the A site. There were 2 players there, but it looks like it's about to be left on to Scream to try and save them, and they are selling this fake beautifully. They've thrown in the wall on B. They're just trying to pull Liquid all the way in. Oh, there's only 20 seconds left. There's no way they go A now, but do they clear Scream? That's the question. Not quite originally, and he manages to dismiss out of there, trying to waste as much time as humanly possible, but Nats comes in from behind. It's left on to the remaining 2 to try and clutch this out.
There they are.
Interesting snake bite, not quite landing, so they're able to run out. And, oh my God, Link, what was that?
Oh, it's on!
Oh, he said another.
Oh my God!
Link is just getting them all doming, and Shados is the last alive. He returns the favor, but it's already halfway defused. He's on his way forward by the time Scream swings in to take the kill. Hey, it's the timing of.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
We're gonna pretend we didn't see that and keep singing Link's praises before he loses that knighthood. A little bit of a whiff. Sulcus is reloading. They've pushed on. If they win the previous round like that, and now lose versus a weak buy, I mean, surely not.
No.
The numbers are in their favor.
There is a res.
They've got everything on lockdown. It's there is.
not in a good
Where can he res? Exactly. He would have to now push all the way back around, and there's a flank from Scream. This Liquid have them boxed in, everything going their way. 50 seconds on the clock, no possibility to plant, no Viper left, so there's no wall to play with. Shados doesn't even have one himself. So there is no way to plant where they would like to, and instead... Oh, I guess he's trying to bait them out into peeking. So Shados could kill them. Right, I really thought they'd plant for mid there, Tom. I was like leaning that 100% in my head. Instead, they've baited them into a fight, won it, and now have a 2 versus 2 post plant. Both players coming from towards the site. Scream's flank ends up being completely pointless. Did they spot Shade? Oh, he headshot him on the swing around. Luckily, they deal with him. Scream was left on 40 HP after that. If that was not a Spectre. Little do they know, or little did they know, the site is under. What? And he gets a third. Okay, go on, get a little bit more. Why not Sulcus? I mean, Gambit needed a hero, and instead Team Liquid got yet another one. Gambit have stalled. And Team Liquid, these hero plays one after another. He's kept the mouse, absolutely. I mean, he was only against the Spectre. Maybe that's his own mouse. Maybe Link's taking it back. They're not gonna res.
Switching it. They're quick switching.
They're not gonna res, right? Shados tapped it for a second, but there's no way. They need a kill. If they find a kill here, maybe they do. But here's a big problem. Look at where the spike is, and look at the B push. Oh, they're just going for it.
Okay.
It's a huge investment considering the round they're in. I'm very surprised. And now the spike is down.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
A few seconds later, and I can almost 100% say they would not have put that in. There's also a late screen going down, so which is going to make things even more awkward for them. Some decent angles possible. Link in the corner is going to be really difficult to clear. He's got his teammates rotating around him. They know way they expected that. And now it's Link to come back with another 4K. That's not the start they were looking for. We've not really seen much pressure put onto this A side, but with Yumpy's operator there, they're going to try a different move. Information garnered into mid. They have so many position cover, but it looks like they're going to try and push through this. Now, there is a player on the other side in Cryptics, but will he just expect them to burst straight through? Well, never mind. They've actually taken a turn. And Shados is actually going to find Link this time.
Welcome to my toxin screen down.
Well, another Viper's pit is going to be pulled up into play.
Timing. That was the spike rotating. It's actually killed off Cryptics, who was trying to lurk in behind them. Yumpy is going to try and do the same thing. Oh, it's awkward as hell. It's so confusing for Nats, I'm sure. And that's going to be the Viper's pit going down. That's all the cover they had for the plant, Mitch.
Planted.
We're into an even 2-on-2, and we've got Hunter's Fury to play with here for Redgar, but where can he even go to use it right now? No information on the second player, so instead he's just going to hunker down on the site. And wait, they've heard Defo. They know exactly where he is. That drop down was heard a second ago as Scream starts to creep in behind. If Defo falls, this round is almost certainly Team Liquid's. Redgar has 20 health to make this clutch happen. He delivers the first headshot and now tries to reposition up atop the rope, and the shots will not land. Sulcus finding the 12th round for Team Liquid as they look pushing all the way down through the tube and looking to catch them out on middle. Nats has landed a big double kill. Scream. They spotted him. I think they did, but he manages to kill quickly enough to get out. Chronicle, who's been sat in spawn all round, watching for a B push, manages to come in with the trade, but keep things in favor of Gambit. Just one man to the good. As Link wants to make his way in towards middle to get this res, and he will secure it. Nats on the lurk. The rest of the players get the A side and now come in for the plant. The operator of Yampy is the one that gets res. This would be a huge difference maker for them, and a good shot by Link. He's already on the side, and now the pressure is there, so Nats has to make this flank happen, and he has to make it work. The first kill goes his way. Team Liquid need to move to site. Nats with 4. He's saving this round alone. Link has to clutch it out once again, and it will not happen. It's overtime.
This is where both teams have had their strengths. The defensive side looking to come through. The rinse and repeat from Liquid. It was only really an A-site simulator, and this time Scream has kicked it off with a bang. They need someone to step up on Gambit, but it isn't happening. Cryptix has picked off another. The aggressive plays from Shados was one of the saving graces in their defensive side. He was so good at finding them ways back into these rounds, and the afterplants from Liquid were not great.
Well, let's hope they're a little better this time. A 5v3, and it turns into 4 players left alive as Nats is quick to find one. He's 2 away from ulti, and that could be very impactful, but a long way to go before that's a thing. Recon, a reveal Link up close. They know that he's here, and he still gets away with 2. Team Liquid on the verge of victory. Shados has to get another 4K clutch, and it won't happen this time around. 13-12. The head is seen. The shot not connected. Rotates. Should commence, but they need someone to hold on to B, Tom, and they've just been overrun.
Double entries coming in. Nats and Chronicle doing the work, and now it's Liquid's turn to attempt the retake. Not something that we really saw too often from them. They had much more of a shut-out half. Nats in the corner. He's low on HP. Anything he gets here is valuable, but Scream takes him down with no trouble. Soulcats has already found another one. We head into the 3 versus 3. Such a good position from Defo, though. He'll shut down Scream before he can get anything more done. It's left onto the Brits, and well, only one of them standing now. Cryptix in the 1 versus 2 to try and take this home for Liquid, head them off to Berlin, but he's got so much left to find, and actually he's baited in Redguard, but the jump, he'll be able to escape at least for the moment. The time ticking so far gone, and Shados knows that all he has to do is land the final shot, and we will head into a second OT. He doesn't necessarily need to play this aggressive. He's going to get spotted out by the drone. Oh, until he drops off, and he's going to be caught by Scream, who's just going to try and play off of this. The counter, though, is Shados, who swings onto the second kill. The trades just go in their favor. It's only Cryptix remaining again, and this time he can do nothing. And
this could be the moment where Team Liquid fall. They need a hero, and it's not Yampy this time around. Nats being tagged up a little, but it is but a scratch. The shot onto Chronicle. Small amount of hope for Team Liquid to buy their way back into this site, fighting for survival. They're worried about the flank, but it's cleared now. All they have to do is focus on the site itself. Defo connects one from above, and a sneaky position by Nats, still hiding behind that plant spot. They need to clear this out. In fact, they're going to spam it. He's left down on 1 HP, and Cryptix eliminates him. 2 versus 2. Shados up close to the wall, the last man alive, and Solkas deals with him. It's Redgar, excuse me, but actually being further back. A shock dart in play. It's not going to land. And Team Liquid get away with it yet again. A fraction.
Long time, so they should now have a pretty decent idea of where this is going.
Snake down. Oh, Link doesn't get it planted. Great play by Nats with a double kill, but he is returned on. 10 seconds are coming up on as they go for yet another plant. The wall being broken, but not in time. And Defo connecting from afar. The 2 versus 2. An operator in the hands of Defo still. But no one's going to be peeking those ranged angles. Scream just checking as they come up close. He turns away. Perhaps at the wrong moment. Now that player posted up. He'll use the Leer to cover it and lose a lot of his HP in the process. Down to 0. Cryptix alive, and a shock dart takes the kill. Hiding at the back, Yellow running down the clock. The time is on his side. Defo with a Phantom now to play with, and he wins it. The wall bang connected.
But still they managed to come back fighting. The mental fortitude looking strong, and it starts exactly the same way. Sure, it's not a drop shot, but it is still the death of Scream. His aggression just not working out. The exact same play tried twice, and while Gambit aren't falling for that, again, they're going to find another opener. Straight in onto the B side. What? How does Link get that kill? Straight through the wall, hits the headshot onto Shados, and he'll be out of this one.
A lifeline for Team Liquid. The pressure is definitely on. The updraft from Defo almost cost him his life here. The operator bought up by Yampy. Cryptix taken down. on an attempt to buy his way back into the site. He leaves his teammates stranded and alone. No flank to come through. Yampy's up, not ideal for this situation. Gambit might just have it under their belt at long last. A few of these players low, but we've seen clutches again and again. This time, Nat side swipes and leaves Yampy alone. Gambit are going to Masters. The first international event for this squad, the second Masters event.